Well, I mean, I'm live right now. Mm. Going to bed soon. Hello, testing. Okay, let's go. Ah, testing, testing, testing. Bearish. Ooh. Let's see. Nights of Insomnia. What's up, man? How are you? What's up, man? How's the cruise? You don't even want to know. The cruise sucked. No, I'm just joking, guys. It's really fun. The cruise is great. We have 2 more nights. Maybe 6 nights was a little bit too long, but it is what it is. Well, we're coming up to the tail end of the cruise. Thank you for asking. D Nice Dawn, what's up? How are you? What's up, Silver Days? Welcome. What's up, Peter? Loud and clear. Let's go. It's over, LOL. That's funny. Some whale dumped 75,000 Aerobot. I bought the dip. Aerobot. Oh, you know what? That's the meme coin, huh? Yeah, that's the meme. Yeah, right here. Oh my God. Damn. But it got bought back up, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. It got bought back up. What's up? Jason, Sinkar, welcome to the live stream. You said Toshi. Yeah, Toshi is actually broke it broke down. We broke support. So as of right now, the next area of support for Toshi is going to be the point 0.5, which we are actually tagging right now. And if we do go oversold, keep in mind the stock RSI is completely reset. You are looking anywhere between 42 and 47 for Toshi. Targets on the upside still obviously break this area of support resistance. Support, no, resistance, which is now flipped support, no, support, which is flipped resistance. Yeah. So we need to break this area of support, which is now resistance because we actually broke it. Um, so once you break that, then again, 3 zeros 85 and a continuation up to 12, 2 zeros 12 are in play. But yeah, I mean, technically you're still making higher lows across the board for Toshi, so it's not that bad. Stamo's real. Meow. Can you check Mr. Miggles? Can you look at Jasmine, please? Mr. Miggles. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like it's consolidating. Um, sorry, I have to like move my legs and stuff. Um, yeah, so Mr. Miggles is still bearish. It's bearish under, yeah, Mr. Miggles is bearish under 3 cents 30 and then bullish over 4 cents 60. And that's pretty much it for Mr. Mingles. So the problem is you're just making lower highs and lower lows. So uh, what you really want to see is a breakout over this a breakout of this channel. Um, and yeah, so nothing very exciting happening for Mr. Miggles. And then Peter says, "Can you take a look at Jasmine?" Yeah, so Jasmine actually did end up breaking below support. The good thing with Jasmine though is that you're still validating and you're in this channel, this uptrend. So once you break this support flipped resistance at 1 cent 60, all the targets on the upside are still valid, which you can actually see that we got rejected at the 236 at 2 cents twice. But every single time you ended up making a higher low. So obviously the market is going through some sort of correction right now. Stock RSI has completely reset and RSI is now neutral. Let's go. What's up for profits? How are you? JR Ford is in the house. What's up? How are you doing? Yeah, but everything is going down. Dog and me getting into the dumpster fire. I don't know, but I could take a look at it for you. We got to take a look at the member coins. Yeah, we got quite some people here. So SpongeBob, why? What's up, Tagzilla? I'm assuming you're coming from Vision's live stream. Let's go. Chat Jeets. Meows, but no, I wouldn't say that. I definitely think, well, I mean, obviously by default, nobody's better than me. No, I'm just joking. But no, definitely not. I learned a lot from Vision as we talked about last stream, so never gonna say anything like that. Um, what's up, Flipcoins is in the house. Welcome, Flipcoins. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. We are getting a market retracement right now, so we a lot of our areas of support does have to hold. Hamid wants Pengu. Let's take a look at Pengu. We can't get backed up on these because, oh, you know what? It's not Pengu, it's Pudgy Penguins. That's what it is. Yeah, so we still have support. So we actually haven't broken down to support yet. Stock RSI has completely reset and RSI is no longer overbought. You're making higher highs, you're in this uptrend, you're in this channel. So Pudgy Penguins is still doing good. The only time that you'd be getting wrecked is if you obviously bought the bottom, which was resistance, you'd be down 26% right now. So hopefully you didn't buy the top. Let's see. Oh, and then JR Ford says XCN. Yeah, a lot of these coins are XCN. Actually, I mean, XCN is holding up extremely well. Yeah, I would have thought you would have had a bigger move down. You had support at 1 cent 50. The next area of support for XCN is going to be around, yeah, 1 cent. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully 1 cent 43, because then you actually like bouncing on support, and then you're just making higher lows across the board. So it'll be 1 cent 42, so half a penny less. So that's still a pretty big move up. That's like 30-40% for XCN, right? What's 430? Oh, that's 3 or 4%, not 30-40%. Yeah, so another 4%. So we do have support for 4%. Alejandro Sal says, let's see. Can you take a look at Figma? Is that the stock? Can you just let me, can you confirm if that's the stock or is that is there a crypto called Figma? I'm assuming you're talking about the stock that is coming out. They just released it on Robinhood, right? And Bitcoin's going to zero on the live stream, so that's not good. Yeah, so I think that it came out at $33, right? So, I mean, every single stock that comes out just dumps. So let's see what it did. Oh my God, it actually went up. Dude, it came out at $33. Hold on. No way. Dude, this thing came out at $33. Is it at, wow, dude, that's crazy. Dude, that's so annoying. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to look at right now, unfortunately. But congratulations, because that's like the easiest 3x that anybody could have made buying the pre-sale. Dude, that's crazy. They changed it because I remember I signed up at 20, it was $25. And I actually put I actually put the fact that I was interested at the stock at $25. And then I got a notification saying that they changed their IPO to $33. And then I was like, oh hell no, like I'm not gonna do that. Um, and it's funny because of course it's at $130 now, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, we gotta wait to find some sort of ceiling. But as of right now, I'd say Figma to the moon, especially because it's over $120. So very, very, very good. No need to mention the other crap I bought. Hey Meow, can you take a look at Turbo again? Yeah, we could take a look at Turbo and then Zebik. Let's take a look at Zebik and then Turbo. Yeah, so you can see Zebik, we got stuck at the 618 retracement. We got stuck at resistance. Actually, it was a 786 retracement. Yeah, we got stuck at the 786 retracement. The thing is that we're still in this upward channel. 56 was resistance, and you're still technically making higher lows. We do need to reach all the areas of support. But technically, as of right now, yeah, as of right now, 2046 is still support. So uh, it needs to stay over 46, and then the targets on the upside are all valid, and you're validating this uptrend. If it doesn't, you're going to get a bigger move down. But at that point, 34 to 37, even if it comes down this low, you're still technically making higher lows and higher highs. So we should get some sort of reversal from there. RSI was overbought. We are resetting. Stock RSI is also resetting with this sell off. And then you said Turbo. Turbo's holding up pretty well. We do still have support at 37. So with the pullback at 37, you're still validating this uptrend. You're still making higher highs. Price to beat it on the upside is still going to be 2058, which is the 618 retracement for Turbo. Not financial advice, just my opinion. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Because I mean, the stock RSI is completely reset, and then the RSI is no longer overbought. So it's basically it's neutral right now. So you don't really have to worry about that much more selling pressure. Obviously, anything can happen with if the market takes a nosedive, if Bitcoin goes off of a cliff, right? Because this is pretty important over here. Bitcoin does need to stay over this box for a continuation up. But at any point, if we do fall below this box, I don't think necessarily the top is in, but I would say anything under 95,000 and the top is in. Because even last time with Bitcoin, we still had a zero point 0.5 retracement and then we made a higher high. So 73,000 was in play and we came down to 74,000 before making that higher high, which on log, I feel like that's what the normal is for a continuation up. It is actually the zero point 0.5. Being extremely bullish would keep you over the 23638 too. Dude, it's so cold in here. Can you break down ARB, please? Yes, we can. Let's just make sure we got all of your coins. Flip coins. Let's try to take a look at let's take a look at Billy and used car. I'm not even gonna. I don't even have Dex screener up, but yeah, it does look like Billy is. I mean, technically, you're still making higher lows on Billy, so our targets still haven't changed. And then used car. Hey, used car is up. Yeah, used car is up 11%. Let's go. Yeah, used car looks like it's going up. And also, just keep in mind with used car, look, you're just making higher lows too. So once you get that breakout, then you have some time, you have an opportunity to sell and take some profits flip point. Sorry guys, I have to keep moving around because I'm sitting on a stool and it's very, very, very uncomfortable. All right, let's take a look at our, I think that's Arbitrum, right? Yeah, so Arbitrum, the reason why I don't like Arbitrum is because I don't like the tokenomics. I don't like the fact that it's 50% diluted. And if you go on the all graph, you could see that the price has just been making lower highs and lower lows. And if you look at the market cap, it actually looks like it's inverted to the price action. So the market cap is actually going higher and it's actually keeping an uptrend, which means that they're releasing coins into the distribution, which obviously we know it's inflationary, like we always say, but the price is just making lower lows. Now, if you click here on the token unlock schedule, you can also see that they have uh, token unlock schedule all the way out to April 24th of 2027. I think once selling pressure does stop for Arbitrum, and once we do get to 2027, I think maybe then we'll put in some sort of bottom, and I would probably be more inclined to buy Arbitrum instead of buying it right now because again, you're 50% diluted. So there's plenty of more uh, downside pressure. Oh, hey, so I tried. Oh wait, no, was it you? Yeah, you gave me the 10 beans for the mojito flip coins. Don't hate me, but I was not a fan. But in my defense, I'm not really that much of a drinker, so it wasn't really my cup of tea, but I did try it. And thank you so much for the 10 right now. That's awesome. I really appreciate the super chat. You said SNEC and CKB. So I think SNEC should still be good. Yeah, SNEC is still good. You know, you're getting a sell-off. Obviously, the entire market's getting a sell-off. The stock RSI has reset and the RSI is no longer overbought. So it does need to stay over 30. So 20 is 30. As long as it does, targets on the upside are all still valid, which again validates this giant uptrend in this channel that we're in. And then CKB, as long as it's not all the way at the bottom. Um, yeah, so for CKB, as of right now, target on the upside is still 78. So, um, so far so good. You need to maintain this uptrend, get a breakout over 78. 1 cent 40 would be in play. And as of today, that's a really big move up. That's around 150%. Um, but other than that, nothing has changed uh, with those two price actions. So these are still targets on the upside. And thank you so much for the 10. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thoughts on Banker Coin? Thanks, bro. You're welcome, MSP lover. I don't even know what that means. Caldera is a new one with a lot of airdrops, from what I understand. It is under a lot of sell pressure, but it's doing 2 billion in 24 hours. Dots on it, with it being 13 days old. Yeah, I would say be careful. Um, we could take a look at it though. Yeah, I mean, the fully diluted is 1 billion, the market cap is 163 million, and the price is going down while they're probably releasing coins. It's only 10% diluted right now. So I get that the volume is 2 billion, but just be careful because that doesn't necessarily always have to be the case. When coins come out and obviously to gain traction, Um, it's mostly bots trading it. If it was truly $2 billion of like volume of buying, then it would be the price wouldn't be going down. So just be careful with that. JR Ford says RB farmed. Yeah, dude, seriously. Imagine like dollar cost averaging down Arbitrum and then literally just like holding the bag. That's literally what it is. It's the same as holding the bag. So MSP level, we already looked at XCN. I can take a look at Swiftcoin for you. Do you believe support can be strong if it's not a fib level? Yeah. So you're saying like areas of accumulation, but it's not a fib? Yeah, absolutely. I do think so. Like turbo support at 44-ish hasn't broken. Let's see what you're looking at. Like here? Yeah, I can see. I mean, that's a little bit. That's not, I wouldn't really say support there. I would probably say more support towards like the 30s, which does actually coincide with the point 0.5. So this area would be support, right? Um, or even when we do get a breakout, it would be like 60 to 70 right here. But 44, maybe, I mean, you could argue for that, but that's very small. That's a very weak area of support, in my opinion. Can you take a look at Arc Block, bro? Thank you. You're welcome. Can you do DIA? Yeah, DIA had an explosive move up. DIA had a really big move up. We could take a look at it for you. Swift coin. Let's take a look at Arc Block. Yeah, so Arc Block, it's not really doing anything. It's in this channel. So $1 needs to break for you to break out of this channel. You can see we already came up and retested it and got rejected. And then 70 cents on the downside. Anything under 70 cents is unfortunately macro bearish. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then DIA, as long as it stays over 73 cents, which obviously we were overbought, now we're getting some sort of retracement, cool off on the RSI. Stock RSI has completely reset. $1.65 is in play for DIA. And then Lover says Swift Coin. I don't think Swift Coin's really doing much right now, but we can take a look at it. Yeah, so we got stuck at resistance, but I don't like you haven't really had a sell off with Swift Coin. 115, 150, 2093 needs to hold. So we got stuck at resistance and then now we're below 1 cent 15. Um and and yeah, so we could still come back up here, obviously get stuck, and then we need to stay over 209, which is exactly what's happening right now. Once we do break out of this area of resistance, 2 cents 30 is in play. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Free lightning for 3 beans. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's awesome. Free lightning's in the house. Why is the market dumping? It's probably because somebody bought. The market always dumps. Turbo is super. Yeah, I think so. I think Turbo is a good one. I hate this crypto thing, but you guys are all right. Thank you. Yeah, I hate this crypto thing too. Dude, it's so brutal. Literally, it's like the second you put in money, like you just have to accept the fact that you're gonna have to hold, or you're gonna have to just wait until you get your money back. And then anything over that is just gravy. Well, at what point you want to sell? Do you really want to hold a month to make like $50? Probably not. The commander says update on Cock Inu. Trump tariffs deadline tomorrow. I thought he extended it for 90 days. Orange Swan. That's funny. Strikes again. I thought he extended it for 90 days. I can't look at Cock Inu right now. I don't have Deck Screener up, unfortunately. But so far, I guess so far so good. I think we're attempting to break out, obviously. Um, but yeah, I can't take a look at Cock Inu right now. Hopefully we all get paid in the end and come back here to leave some nice tips for Meow. I really appreciate that. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I hope I make it. So like it's just I hope we all make it. That's priority number one. Hope I mean Doge on Mars is getting absolutely it was extended 90 days ago. Oh my God. I think I read that wrong. Oh, you know what? I probably read that. Oh, the deadline was what in 3 days or something or tomorrow from 90 days ago. Look at React. Yeah, reactive is doing pretty good. So as long as we stay over support at 4 cents 60 to 5 cents 90, targets on the upside are all valid, which is obviously we got a 618 retracement at 9 cents. A breakout over 9 cents should send us to 15 cents, making that higher high. So, um, yeah, so far so good for reactive. This sell-off obviously reset the stock RSI. We are still relatively close to being overbought on the daily for React, so I would be careful. It doesn't necessarily mean that it can't stay up here and make higher highs and go parabolic. Not financial advice, just my opinion. He'll either extend it again or cave and make it look like a good deal. Yeah, damn. That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Damn. I mean, this fear and greed is probably about to reset. And look at this pump swap. Where's Aloe at? I mean, it is a early stream today. Again, my timing is kind of off this week. Like, what is this? Wizards up 70% on the day. What is this garbage? Wizard gang. We'll probably stay live for another like 15 minutes, depending on how many people show up. Let me go like stretch my legs really quick. Has anybody ever sent cards like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or whatever to get graded? Bullish over 19 cents 80, bearish under 14 cents 14 cents 82. Um, Obviously pullback. We need we need to say over 18 cents 64. Target on the upside is still valid. At any point, if we don't hold this area of support, the next area of support is 16 cents 34 for Kernel Dow. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the sell-off did reset the stock RSI. RSI is no longer overbought, so it is cooling off as of right now. Not financial advice, just my opinion. S Hamid says SUI. Su yeah, so Sue's doing pretty good. I mean, you're in this huge uptrend right now. So the targets on the upside are all still valid. Keep in mind, Sue's a pretty good coin. We're getting sell-offs and a lot of coins had really big moves down. Sue is still maintaining structure. Target on the upside is $5.35, and then breakout all-time highs are in play. The target on the upside and no resistance to $10.83. Keep in mind the sell-off obviously reset the stock RSI. The RSI is no longer overbought and is more towards neutral now. So targets on the upside are valid as of right now. I'm guessing that's like a fancy way of saying zero Bitcoin pairs. Meow, can we take a look at DGen? Thanks for looking at Swiftcoin and Turbo, by the way. You're absolutely welcome, and thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the membership, and thank you so much for being a mod. I really appreciate that. So Degen is still holding up. I think it's still relatively close to the same price that we had last time. Degen is bearish under 2042, bullish over 2071. So once we get a break out of this area, we should go back up to 1 cent 60, which obviously is key resistance because we could still come up here, tag this downtrend, and then come back down and give it all back. So price to beat would be 1 cent 60 on the upside. And then anything under 420 is still bearish, unfortunately, uh for degen. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Knights of Insomnia says I have Pokemon cards from Base Jungle and Fossil, but never got them graded. My friend said it's not bad, but it's unnerving for me since I've had them for so long in hard cases. Yeah, you don't need to. Just keep them in your hard case. What WTF are these live streams, dude? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm on a cruise, so like I have to find slots to be able to live stream. 2 more days though. Also, we're not going to live tomorrow. So tomorrow is officially going to be August. So we are no longer live streaming every single day in August. I need a break. So we're going to go back to 2 to 3 times a week. So that should be that should give me a good break. So I just wanted to make sure my targets were right. About to buy more soon. Free Lightning says he's going to buy more soon. That's not bad. I mean, stock RSI is down here. So if it does come down a little bit more and you see, and we look at the RSI being extremely oversold, might not be a bad time to buy because look, historically, when the RSI has been oversold, it has generally marked some sort of bottom. So I know in a bear market and when it's very bearish, you just make lower lows. But even here, it went up 61% before it capitulated down. Okay. Here, it actually went up 380% before it came all the way back down. And then here it went up, I guess it went up to 93%. So um, definitely take advantage, not financial advice, but take advantage when the RSI is extremely oversold because you can see that generally speaking, that does mark some sort of bottom. Not saying that's the absolute bottom because it could still keep making lower lows like it has in the past, like even here and here. But that's like the best time to buy. Hamid says, are we having support now? I can see it on the hour charts. Did you buy any Figma stock? It's funny because didn't I tell you I saw it on the IPO, and then I signed up for it, and then they changed it from $25 to $33, and then I didn't end up going with it. So, of course, I didn't buy. That's why it's at $122. If I had bought, it wouldn't have been at $122. Eddie Lang says syrup. Hamid says at Pudgy, for example, the hour green is bumping. Yeah, but that's on the hourly. I mean, what are you doing? You're trading it on the hourly. Eddie Lang says maple syrup. We'll take a couple more coin requests, and I think I'm gonna call it. I'm pretty tired. I need to take a nap or something. Maple Finance. Well, actually, it's really this chair. I hate sitting on this stool. So we had a 618 retracement twice. We got rejected at 55 cents. 55 cents is still the target on the upside. And then Maple Finance needs to stay over critical support areas at 40 cents and 29 cents. As long as it stays over this area of support, targets on the upside are still valid, which again, it's going to probably go have bigger moves up once we do break the 618, because then they'll be macro bullish. So 56 cents, 93 cents, and then $1.80 is in play for Maple. Now the demand for it was crazy. It was going to 50 at least. Yeah, but it's at $100 now, which is insane. Absolutely insane. But I think, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to call it very short live stream. I usually do live streaming for about an hour, but at this point, I kind of have to cut it. Um, I hate sitting on this chair. So with that being said, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate all the super chats, flip coins, and free lightning. Thank you so much for the two super chats. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much to the subscribers, members, and everybody that comes by and helps support the channel. Have a great day. Have a great Friday tomorrow. We will not be going live every day in August, so I will be posting my schedule when I get back from vacation um, and everything. So have a great weekend. And just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. And I'll catch you guys in